high voltage. I'm a live wire, entirely exposed. A man grazed me and his vitals froze. Stopped ticking, he dropped in an instant to the floor, crawling like an infant. Electrocuted, sloppy electrician. From local 3 to ruthless division. I shock your lungs like a puncture filling that is rupturing inside of your chest, to let you know this ain't a punk you dealing with. You can't turn me off at the disconnect switch. So my electricity is traveling to your heart, stopping its mobility apart. You rest in peace, but you gain invisibility. This is one of my many abilities I utilize on a long line of enemies. Come one by one or ton by ton. I'm like Santa with something for all of them. Electric chairs lined up in my front yard, my backyard, even where I park my car. Plenty for any who try to bogart. When I get angry, that's when I electrify, electrocute, to execute solo acts or groups, and I crank up the amps with high voltage. When I get angry, that's when I electrify, electrocute, to execute solo acts or groups, and I crank up the amps with high voltage. Step to me and feel my electrons going through your spectrum. Electric charges discharging, alarms ring after bombardment. More bodies in a rubble than ground zero. I hate the stench of dead wannabe heroes. An overload or an overdose of murals. Plural, get close enough and I'll kick you like judo. Barbarian strength, I pick up sumos. You know the traits that I inherited, I'm merited and well credited. No sentiments, no mercy either. I had a falling out with one of my brother's keepers. Fuck 6 feet, I'ma bury him deeper and keep blessing the streets with nothing but heaters. When I get angry, that's when I electrify, electrocute, to execute solo acts or groups, and I crank up the amps with high voltage. When I get angry, that's when I electrify, electrocute, to execute solo acts or groups, and I crank up the amps with high voltage. You don't wanna meet me, you'd rather meet the Reaper, cause even him I'll be giving the creepers. When you hear my voice coming through the speakers, to the Don Producci beats I beat up, bloodied up your Gucci from your feet up. Foes get blown away like a weed puff. I'm crippling niggas, I can't get enough. First I dismantle, then I'm dismissing them. Voltage equivalent to nuclear missiles. Roaches don't survive when I got issues. Electric currents going through your skin tissue. I'm telling your fam to get ready to miss you. I never been funny, I ain't tickling. Shit is serious, your life fluid is trickling. I'm just better, I got the advantages. My amperages are causing internal damages. When I get angry, that's when I electrify, electrocute, to execute solo acts or groups, and I crank up the amps with high voltage. When I get angry, that's when I electrify, electrocute, to execute solo acts or groups, and I crank up the amps with high voltage.
Having a blast doing this high voltage video. My man Tech, John Grizzy on the directional skills. My man Don Producci, GMC up in the building. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jamie. I want to thank everybody for coming through, man. Had a blast out here, kid. And love. Peace.